Okay, you are looking at HX Edit and my Helix floor is connected. This is the mono version of the Neil Young preset. I'm using a Les Paul and my input pad on the Helix is off. The first block is Distortion. I'm using the Heir Apparent block. It's based on the Analog Man Prince of Tone. I have the gain set medium low and the level set medium high, and that's going to drive the amp block a little harder when the signal gets to it. Next up, we have the pitch block. I picked a bass octaver to provide a signal an octave lower. This block is based on the EBS Octabass. That brings us to the Fullerton normal amp and cab. I have both drive sliders set fairly high, and the master volume is cranked all the way to 10. That gives us plenty of dirt as we head into the US Deluxe 1x12, in which I'm using a 160 ribbon mic and a distance setting of 2 inches. From there, the signal goes into the compressor block. It's the LA Studio comp, which is based on the LA2A Studio compressor. And then for a little depth, we go into the simple delay, which is a Line 6 original. I have a pretty low mix and a pretty low time. And then into the Ganymede reverb, which is named after one of the moons of Jupiter. I have a fairly long decay time, but a low modulation and mix, so it doesn't get too out of hand. Here is just the amp block, so you can hear what it sounds like without anything else on. Now with added compression, delay, and reverb. Next, we add some distortion. And finally, we're going to turn on the pitch block. Now we're looking at the stereo preset. You can see I have 2 completely different signal paths. Each path is basically the same with some minor differences. The top one here, I changed the reverb block from the Ganymede to the plate reverb, and on the bottom row, I changed the distortion to the Ampeg bass scrambler, and I did that because we're getting a signal an octave lower. I figured, why not try to get the a bass overdrive in there? These small changes make for a massive stereo sound when you're listening to it with studio monitors or in headphones. I think this is a fun preset, not the most versatile, but it does this particular Neil Young sound very well. The download link is in the description, and I hope you enjoy it.